Da, 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 da.
Greetings, fellow test subjects. Test subject 1337 here for Aperture Gaming. They make it, we test it, you play it. And now it's time to blow off some steam as Aperture Gaming is proud to present a boss review. Now, for today's game, I'm reviewing a title that was downloaded as free to play. So, with the free to play title, the question is always did I get what I paid for? Well, this is a unique title, so let's get right into the review, shall we?
Series.
The name of the game is Digital Audio Wasteland. And as far as I can tell, it is not a sequel, prequel, or in-between-quel.
Team.
This game was developed and published by B.O.S.S Studios. Hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Plot.
According to the opening cinematic of the game, there was this Masonic order of DJs who they traveled across the world providing music to people and great parties. But then the apocalypse happened and wiped most, if not all of them, out. You are the last of the music DJs. It is your job to travel the world, to pick up funky, fresh music and tunes, and to throw an awesome apocalypse end of the world post-apocalypse party. How do you do that? Well, let's explain that in the control section.
Gameplay controls.
The game is in first-person view, and you use the WASD keys to move around. You use your mouse to sample music sounds that you defined, or that you make. And here's what, you have like some kind of portable DJ station. It holds up to 6 cassette tapes, and it can hold some audio compact discs. So as you go around, you either have to find these music sources by making them or by triggering something to do it. You do this because, let's say you get 2 cassette tapes. You play them together and you create a little buddy. It's this like magical musical frog. The effects range from affecting people's moods, causing energy to happen in the world, or even giving you the ability to jump to really high spots. The point is, you go around the world, you collect these things, you make these things, and that affects the world around you and how you're able to try to complete each of the worlds that you can go to. You have one world and you have like 2 locations you can go to. Like a carnival, Coney Island-like area, and an abandoned mall.
Graphics.
The graphics are cell shaded, so and nothing looks like hyper realistic. Like the 2 areas you go to between the abandoned boardwalk and the abandoned mall, some areas have colors, while some areas have outdoor rusty colors. So you have a different variety, but while some stuff is muted, there are like 1 or 2 things that do have bright colors. I'd say maybe the graphic style is like maybe No More Heroes, or I don't know, something along the lines of Suda 51. Or maybe like one of the Jet Set Radio things, but yeah, it has a very cartoon cel-shaded look to it.
Audio.
The game is about audio, so it's weird. There's some areas where like you provide your own background music. So like there are sound effects to a few things here and there, and then there's some like when you make your little buddies, they will generate the music. Yeah, so it has like a very limited amount of tracks because like you get things on a loop, and it's your job as the DJ to make the music. And like when the characters are talking or interacting with you, there's not too much of that going on. But I'll be covering more of that in a later section of the video.
Multiplayer.
No, there is no multiplayer.
DLC.
No, there is no DLC.
Issues.
Yes, there are some issues. In fact, I even looked, someone said this game has bugs, and yeah, I can say it does. Alright, so one of the big things was how there is no audio. Like, there's no background music playing because you have to provide your own, so I kind of get how that might be a part of the game, but it's very eerily quiet. Also, there's some areas where like something should make a noise, but it's not. Or the other worst part is I downloaded an audio sample after knocking over a sandcastle, and the sandcastle knocking over noise was still playing even after the castle was thoroughly destroyed and gone. It's like, okay, how's that? So the audio, ironically for this game, which is a big factor, was not working properly. Okay, and then like, one of the big things was, I was in the mall and I somehow accessed an area. I'm not sure if I was supposed to access this or if it was a bonus area or if it was a problem, but I get to the mall I go to this other area in the mall, and I grabbed a collectible I think I didn't have unlocked yet because I didn't solve the puzzle right, but the mall area was so dark, I literally had to turn up the settings on my TV to try to see around because it's like, it was near pitch black. So yeah, they need to work on the visuals for this game. And in 2 locations, specifically in the mall, they have spiral staircases, and whoever was working on programming this, it is not easy to go up the stairs because once you do, you fall off. I mean, navigating these things was definitely not pleasant. So yeah, there's a little bit of programming work in some areas that needs to be addressed. I got stuck somewhere at one point and I had to quit the game. But the biggest annoyance for me was how I was in the mall and then I went to the boardwalk area. And here's what, you don't take any of your songs with you. None of the CDs or audio tapes you pick up. But then when I went back to the mall, all the music, everything that I had unlocked was gone, and I had to replay the entire level. So I was like, what? I have to redo everything? Fortunately, by that. But the upside being is that since I had done all that before, it made replaying the level a little faster, but still, it's like, come on. It doesn't save your progress? Yeah, so this game, it has bugs. It's been out for about 2 months, so they need to do some work on this.
Buy, rent, or pass.
Like I said, the title is free to play, so I wouldn't say it's in the buy category. For right now, I'd say this might be in the pass category. It might, if they can fix it a little bit, I'd say put it back in the rental, but yeah, there's no way. It's free to play, so it needs to do a little tune-up before it gets anywhere close to the buy category. So right now, I'd say probably just avoid this title.
Overall score.
The title had me interested from the look, the concept, and the idea of making music. I like that. But yeah, it just seemed. Yeah, I mean, I was playing it as just like the audio was a major factor for me, or the lack thereof. The bumbling around in the dark, the fact that I had to actually edit my TV, that was a problem. So I think there is a good game here. It needs to go back to the drawing board a little bit. Do some tune-ups. So yeah, if they get their act together, maybe they'll get a higher score, and I'd recommend it in the high rent to possibly buy category. Again, free to play, so you get what you pay for. But for right now, we here at Apeture Games, I'm sorry to say, we have to give Digital Audio Wasteland a 6.5 out of 10. There's a good game in here, it just needs some work. It needs a little fine-tuning. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. Until next time, this has been Test Subject 1337 for Apeture Gaming, and I'm glad we got a chance to blow off some steam with this B.O.S. review. Until next time, thank you for watching, game on, and have a nice day.